failure isn't really a failure. What's going on, guys? Armando Gong here, back with another video here to have the right conversations for us to lead our best lives. If you have not done so, please click the subscribe button and also click for the notification bell to find out whenever I push out new videos. And I say failure isn't really a failure because I heard this great quote from one of the podcasts I was listening to, the Pre-PT podcast, where Joseph Nugi mentioned how failure is not really a failure unless you quit. And for me, I think that is extremely relevant, and I find that very powerful because I've been saying a lot of times that failure isn't really such a bad thing because we can learn from it, and it is an experience that can progress us on the right step forward. And if you think of it that way, no failure is ever really, truly a failure because every time we learn from it, we grow from it. It gives us an opportunity to advance ourselves, to progress ourselves, to just be better every single day. Where people usually get hung up on is when they hit a roadblock in life that is quote unquote a failure to them, and then they completely shut down after that and they completely give up on that specific goal. Now that to me is a true failure in that regard because that doesn't give you an opportunity to learn anything at that point. If you're just giving up on that goal simply because you hit a hardship, a roadblock, an obstacle, then in that case, that experience is all for naught at that point. You have to be able to pick yourselves up, learn from it, and realize that that failure is just truly an experience that will help you along, no matter that it might not be the result that you wanted to achieve. Learning from these mistakes, learning from these experiences is what truly gets us in the right direction. Another great quote from Batman, the Christopher Nolan trilogy, is like, why do we always fall down in order to get back up? Like, that's great. I mean, I think it's same applies in this situation also completely. There's no reason to fall down and stay down and never be able to recover from that. And same thing with failures. You encounter a failure, there's no reasons to stay down in the dumps and always moping or feeling down about that, because what needs to occur for us to all be better versions of ourselves is to learn from the mistakes that we created and find ways to ensure that our mistakes do not become a repeated pattern, a repeated trend, and just be better than who we were previously. Again, I think we can always take this to heart to consider that everything we try for might not always be a success, but in those quote unquote failures, learn from that mistake, learn from that opportunity, and continue improving ourselves. That's all I have. It's a pretty short video. I'll be honest, a lot of my conversations aren't necessarily super deep, but I think they are all good little reminders that we always have to say to ourselves, because I think these are all little reminders that we always have to keep in our mind, because it's very easy to try and focus on the big picture and do big things in order to change and create what we want. But it's really all these little things that add up, this consistency in trying to change our behavior just slightly, a little bit at a time, that creates, in my opinion, what the life that we want to create, right? Like the big steps to do what you want to do, like changing a career, finding a significant other, or having a kid, and all these things, they are big things, yes. But those little things, like my daily conversations, these little thoughts that modify our behaviors little by little to go towards where we want, is how I really feel like is how we will progress and live the best lives that we have and live the most powerful lives that we want to lead. So that's all I got for today. Again, my name is Armando Gong. If you like this conversation or video, please leave a comment below, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell if you have not done so already. Bye bye.